Hey, it's Sky Basher here, bringing you guys an update on my son's Redcat Gen8. As you can tell, this is not the body that comes with it. It comes with the International Scout body. There's a couple things I didn't like about the Scout body. For one, it was heavy. It just felt like it was a top-heavy truck with that body on when we were side hilling. The other thing was this bumper. The body on that Scout is a lot longer back here, and this bumper really stuck out, and that created some issues. But I wanted to bring to you guys the upgrades I've done to this truck, which is made it a real solid crawler. It crawls right with some of those other guys at these comps, with the high dollar rigs. But first of all, the upgrades I've done that costed $0 was we trimmed this front bumper where it hung out so bad over here. We could approach rocks a little bit better. Most cases we can get the tire on a rock before the bumper hits. I did tuck this bumper back as far as it would go, so it's actually all the way against the frame here. I ended up having one of my Arma servos laying around, so I did install that. It's just a little better than the Hexfly servo that comes in the truck. So we trimmed the bumper, put a little better servo in it. When I took these inner fenders out to accommodate the Dodge Ram body, I also took off the rock guards here because they didn't quite match the body. When I done that, there were still 4 little nipples down here where the screws went into, and I had to saw those off with a Dremel tool. Now it's nice and slick here on both sides. Another mod that I done to it, and a lot of you guys probably already do this, probably 3 to 4 times I've already soaked these tires with WD-40. They're very soft, very grippy. I just spray it on, then just kind of wipe some of the excess off and then let the rest of it soak in. On the back here, we tucked this bumper as far in as it would go. Now we have less issue back here getting hung up. And when we went to mount this body, these factory post holes back here where these body post mounts go, they were actually hitting in the bed area back here where this is sloped. So I had to move them forward somehow, and the way I done that is I removed this screw in the frame, and actually that was one of the screws that the inner fenders hit. And then the inner fender also bolted to the shock tower up here in this location. So I just took the factory supplied body post and put a screw there and a screw there to get it moved forward about a 1/2 inch as far as I needed to accommodate this bed. But the money that I have spent on this rig has only been about 15 bucks, and that was in the wheel hex extenders, and I believe they're 15 millimeter. It's hard to see them in here, but I did that for 2 reasons, and that was to get a little wider stance to where it would side hill better, and also to add the wheel weights. And instead of buying the brass high dollar wheel weights, I got in my junk drawer of my toolbox and I found some grade 8 hex nuts, and they fit perfectly inside that wheel. I just run a little bead of hot glue right around the other side of the wheel, set it down in there, and it works great. They're at all 4 corners. They're pretty heavy, and this thing climbs and descends very nicely. But for the price point that this truck comes in at $300, I think it's probably one of the best crawlers you can get for the money. It already comes with portal axles. It's got a decent electronic system in it, a decent brushed motor. Everything's just real nice and solid about the truck. And we go to comps from time to time or open events, and some of these guys have the real high dollar rigs out there, and we're crawling real close to what their abilities are on a budget crawler. 300 bucks is pretty decent for what you get on this rig here. Wanted to bring you guys a short video of what we've done to the Redcat Gen8 and the mods we have done to it. And it's a solid crawler. I can't say enough about it. It does a very fine job. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.